Hi everyone, today I'm back with a book haul for you. So this week I've got a couple of ebooks and a couple of books that I bought to show you, so let's get started. The first book I got this week was an ebook and it was The Guardians of Atlantis, which is the first book in the Children of Atlantis series by Annie Rachel Cole, and I'll read you the synopsis from Goodreads. 16-year-old Raven Weir has a somewhat normal life until she receives a mysterious necklace. A necklace that others are willing to kill her to get because it contains the key codes to Atlantis. Now she finds she's the only one standing between Atlantis and those who want to use the power hidden there to take over the world. And Zeus is at the head of that line. On top of worrying about social acceptance at school, Raven has to get control of her growing powers before she harms someone. And it doesn't help that the alpha hellhound at school is attracted to her while members of his pack are trying to kill her. And then there's the whole biological parents issue. Finding out you're adopted is huge, but discovering you're actually the daughter of Medusa and Poseidon will definitely cause problems. Will Raven find the inner strength she needs to survive, will she be able to protect Atlantis? I absolutely love the sound of this because it's got the whole Atlantis theme and Greek mythology mixed into it, so I can't wait to read this one. The second book I got this week was another ebook and it was Great Expectations by Charles Dickens, and I'll read you the synopsis for this one as well. Considered by many to be Dickens' finest novel, Great Expectations traces the growth of the book's narrator Philip Pip from a boy of shallow dreams to a man with depth of character. From its famous dramatic opening on the bleak Kentish marshes, the story abounds with some of Dickens' most memorable characters. Among them are the kindly blacksmith Joe Gargery, the mysterious convict Abel Magwitch, the eccentric Miss Havisham and her beautiful ward Estella, Pip's good-hearted roommate Herbert Pocket, and the pompous Pumblechook. As Pip unravels the truth behind his own great expectations in his quest to become a gentleman, the mysteries of the past and the convolutions of fate through a series of thrilling adventures serve to steer him towards maturity and his most important discovery of all, the truth about himself. I mainly downloaded this one because there's a movie coming out about it and the movie looks really good, so I do want to read it before I see the movie. The next ebook I also downloaded because it's been turned into a movie and it should be coming out at the end of this year or the start of next year, and it was The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald, and I'll read you the synopsis from Goodreads from this one as well. Jay Gatsby is the man who has everything, but one thing will always be out of his reach. Everybody who's anybody is at his glittering parties. Day and night his Long Island mansion buzzes with bright young things, drinking, dancing and debating his mysterious character. For Gatsby, young, handsome, famously rich, always seems alone in the crowd, watching and waiting, though no one knows what for. Beneath the shimmering surface of his life, he is hiding a secret, a silent longing that can never be fulfilled, and soon his destructive obsession will force his world to unravel. This sounds really good as well, and I'm starting to wonder why I haven't downloaded it before, but now I have the incentive to read it because the movie's coming out. The next one we have is another book-to-movie adaptation that is coming out next year, and it is Les Miserables by Victor Hugo. I've avoided reading this book for so long because of how big it is. It's about 1,000 pages, but since I could get it free on my Kindle and it doesn't take that long to actually read books on my Kindle, plus I can't see the size of them, I thought I would download it and try to read it. And I'll read you the synopsis for this one as well. In this story of the trials of the peasant Jean Valjean, a man unjustly imprisoned, baffled by destiny and hounded by his nemesis, the magnificently realised, ambiguously malevolent police detective Javert, Hugo achieves the sort of rare imaginative resonance that allows a work of art to transcend its genre. There's not much in the description of it, but I've always really wanted to read it, but like I said, I avoided it because of how big the book actually was. This is the last ebook I got this week, and it is Eternal Vows by Chrissy Peebles. I'll read you the synopsis for this one too. Never marry a stranger, even if he is a drop-dead gorgeous immortal king. Never pretend to be a princess, and most importantly, never slip on an ancient wedding ring you know nothing about. Sarah Larker returns to a cave where her sister disappeared 10 years earlier. She walks through a portal and is mistaken for a runaway princess on the run by a dangerous immortal king in medieval times. Her plan is bold as well as daring. Become this princess, wed the king and slip on an ancient wedding ring that will unlock the portal back home. Then find her sister and run as fast as she can out of Dodge. But taking on the identity of Princess Gloria comes along with dangerous consequences, and slipping on the ruby ring comes with an even higher price. This one was also free on Amazon and it sounds really good, so that's why I downloaded it. Okay, next we're on to the books that I actually purchased this week. And the first book I purchased this week was Tempest by Julie Cross. I've been wanting this book for ages because look at the covers. The cover is gorgeous, plus the book sounds amazing. Today, Jackson Holly are in love. Tomorrow, she will lie bleeding in his arms. Yesterday, Jackson must undo it all. Jackson has a secret. He can jump into his own past, but when a shocking event propels him further back in time than he has ever been before, he can't return. Now Jackson has to find a way to save the girl he loves before they have even met, and time is not on his side. This book sounds absolutely amazing, and it's been on my wish list for months now, and I'm so happy that I have it now. The second book I bought this week was The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. This one is another one with such a gorgeous cover, and I've heard so many good reviews about this that I had to pick it up. Even if Blue hadn't been told her true love would die if she kissed him, she would stay away from boys, especially the ones from the local private school. Known as the Raven Boys, they only mean trouble. But this is the year that everything will change for Blue. This is the year that she will be drawn into the strange and sinister world of the Raven Boys, and the year Blue will discover that magic does exist. This is the year she will fall in love. I loved Maggie Stiefvater's Shiver, so I have high hopes for this one, so I can't wait to read it. And the last book I bought this month was The Maze Runner by James Dashner. I already have the Scorch Trials and the Death Cure in my bookcase because I got them in 3 for 2 in the works, but they never had the first one, which was really weird. I'm not a big fan of the cover on this one because I like the covers for the Scorch Trial and the Death Cure that I have because they're shiny, but it'll do. And I'll read you the back of this one as well. When the doors of the lift crank open, the only thing Thomas can remember is his first name, but he's not alone. He's surrounded by boys who welcome him to the Glade, an encampment at the centre of a bizarre and terrible maze. Like Thomas, the Gladers don't know why or how they came to be there, or what's happened to the world outside. All they know is that every morning, when the wall slides back, they will risk everything to find out, even the grievers, half machine, half animal horrors that hunt the maze's walled corridors. I've been dying to get this for months, but I'm saving it for next year so that it can be part of the 2013 Dystopian Reading Challenge that I've decided to be part of. So that was my book haul for this week. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye!